Morning guys, hope you're all doing fantastic today. I'm just doing some dishes, cleaning up the kitchen, getting stuff ready before Mitchell comes over. He's coming over to help me basically set up the gaming room. I have a lot of organizing to do in that room. And I picked up a lot of games over the past year and a half that when I was up in Sheboygan doing work, that I stopped at the local game shops up there and I picked up a lot of stuff, and I want to make sure that's all accounted for on my list that I have. I have the list on the app and then I have the list on a spreadsheet. I have two of them because the app does the prices, whereas I can't draw those prices yet into my spreadsheet that has all my games on it. I wish I could. There's probably a way to do that, but it would probably take a lot of work because you can't just export or import from a app. I mean, you can export the list, but then I'd have to basically import that list into my spreadsheet, which that's just a lot of workaround for that. Probably gonna be a ton of workaround. So Mitchell's gonna come over today. We're gonna go through the gaming room, get that all set up, and then hopefully at the end of the weekend I can show you guys the gaming room and it's all glory and all the shelves up, all the games up, and all that fun stuff. I think when I go to the store tomorrow, I'm definitely buying new lights. He put bright lights in every room, and it's annoying. I made that mistake in one room at the old condo, changed all of them instantly to like the softer white lights. No, he put them in every room. So those we got to change tomorrow. But anyway, Mitchell came over today for a few hours, and we took care of all of the games, got them all organized alphabetically by system, and it looks a lot better this way than it did in the old place with those cubes. I got that big shelf from IKEA. It was like $200 to $300, and it fit its purpose well. But it didn't, when you have large quantities of games, it really doesn't work out. This works a lot better. So on the right side, we have more of the PlayStation stuff. Left side, Nintendo and some Xbox stuff. Obviously, there's going to be more PlayStation. PlayStation and Xbox are easier to get, and I definitely went for more of a PlayStation as a kid. Nintendo stuff is just stupid expensive. So they don't really help that by not releasing this stuff like over time. They'll release it once and then cut it, so that doesn't really help. But starting off over here, we have the upper shelf, which is PlayStation 1. Then we have PlayStation 2, which takes up this shelf underneath it, and this shelf all the way up to here. Then we have PlayStation 3, all over here, up until about here. Yeah, right about here. Then this is PlayStation 4. All the way till about here, and this is PlayStation 5 from here to here. So I got a little bit of room left. I got 1, 2, 3 shelves left on this one, and then over here we got Xbox and Xbox 360. We got Wii and Switch, GameCube and Wii U, and Dreamcast. And then we got 3DS with DS, and these are all of my Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games. Then you have Nintendo 64 and Super Nintendo, as well as regular Nintendo and Sega Genesis all at the bottom. So all the games are now taken care of. We got the ones over here that I don't really play as much, and all the ones over here that are going to be more used on the channel. Alright, so it looks a little different now. I'm actually up in Minneapolis, or over in Minneapolis, over and up from where I am. This is a little different. I'm not used to being in like 2 different rooms here. So I'll give you a little room tour. First we got I got like a little kitchenette area. This is awesome. I didn't bring any food, so I'm not going to use any of it, but it's still cool. Got a couch, sitting area, and a TV. That's awesome. My bed is actually in another room. Let's go take a look at it. Very nice. Oh, there's a separate TV in here too? Holy cow. Should have brought my PlayStation. Not a bad bed. Comfy. Oh, that's comfy. That's firm. Howdy. Bathroom doesn't look too bad. I say that like mine at home is better. Ooh, that's bright. yeah, doesn't look too bad. I love that they did it with the one in Florida too at the Grand Destino Tower. I really want to do that to the ones at my place. Kind of surprised it's not a walk-in shower. I mean, I love a shower regardless, but just kind of surprised it's not a walk-in. And then back out here to the sitting area and the kitchenette. I love this kitchenette. I wish I would have bought a cooler full of food now. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. And my view, you know what, I'll take this. This is actually pretty nice and cozy. There's no hard traffic or anything. The only thing I think was loud was the airport is nearby out of Minneapolis. So every now and then you might hear one, but no, I'll take a view of the courtyard. That's cool. The big reason I'm down here though is the Mall of America, with the Lego store being the main thing that I'm going to. We do have a card, or not a card, but a game store that has cards and board games and video games. AC just kicked it. No, that was an airplane. Okay, so I am gonna hear the airplanes when they go by. But we're gonna go to a game store today, along with maybe a bar for dinner. And then tomorrow, all day is the Mall of America. So there's an anime store in there I wanted to hit up. There's the Lego store that I wanted to hit up, among a vast array of other stores. So I may not be filming on this, but when I get a chance, I will record on my phone, and then I'll do a voiceover later on. So I think that's how that's gonna go, just so I'm not carrying around a bigger camera. Morning guys. So yesterday I spent actually more time at that Can Wonderland place that I mentioned that we were gonna go and visit than I thought we were. We got there at we went to a game shop first of all. The game shop was really cool. I'll show it right now. If you're ever in the area of Minneapolis, I highly recommend checking out Level Up Gaming, because it's awesome. It's just a fantastic store. It's got everything. It's got trading cards, tabletop games, it's got some video games, comic books, and the way that the shop is set up, it's very open and welcoming and cozy at the same time. It's really weird, but it's awesome. I love it. But then we went over to Can Wonderland, which is down the road and connected to like a restaurant or a bar, or a brewery actually, and that was weird and different, but in a good way. The easiest way I could think of it was, I guess, like Alice in Wonderland. Like, it was themed Candyland, fun. Just, there were some areas that were almost like psychedelic even, with like black lights and fluorescent lighting. It was different, but it was very cool because they had a huge amount of arcade systems and pinball systems, ranging from like really old school systems all the way to like a lot of the stuff that I grew up with that were in arcades, or like Chuck E. Cheese's up in, I don't know if Chuck E. Cheese was outside of the Midwest or not, but having those were like, I'll show you a picture right now of the Star Wars games. Absolutely love these, and the fact that you didn't need coins to play them. I actually got farther in here than I did back when I was a kid, and they were trying to take all my coins. So I had a blast with it. I really enjoyed it. You pay, I think it was what, 13 bucks to get in, and it's basically just free gaming all night. They do have putt-putt that you can do that you got to pay extra for. That's actually a pretty good course. There were a lot of people playing putt-putt yesterday. But yeah, if you're ever in the Minneapolis area, I definitely recommend checking out both Level Up and Can Wonderland. Really cool, and I had a blast. Today, however, we're going to be checking out the Mall of America. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be filming with this camera because it's a little bulkier, so I'm going to take my my phone over, and I'll show you anything that I see over there that I want to take photos of or pictures of. So I will talk about that probably later on today. I'm going to go get something to get some caffeine in me because I just woke up and I feel like I want to go back to bed. So I'm gonna go get some, oh hello, I'm gonna go get some caffeine, and I will see you guys a little later. Holy cow, there's so much stuff to talk about. I can't talk about it all now because a lot of this stuff is on my phone and I want to go over it with you. So I will go over that stuff when I'm actually back home tomorrow. But I do want to talk about some of the stuff here, like what I actually got today. So we'll go over the haul. I didn't plan on getting some of these Legos, I plan on getting one of them, but not the other ones. So they were kind of a surprise to me, but I also had like $100 off. So I figured might as well get my worth out of it, right? So here's what I ended up picking up. You know when they give you the really big bags? It's usually not a good sign. Alright, so I did pick up the Pac-Man one, which I'm really pumped and psyched about. This one's just awesome. I love it. It's got a lot of cool detail in it. Looking forward to putting that one together. I also picked up the ukulele, which is a really cool build. I know you can do a dolphin theme with a beach or a surfboard. I'm definitely going to do the ukulele though. I also picked up one box from the wall. My plan was to pick up a bunch, but my thinking is that I'm not going to be able to build what I want to for my Legos at the moment. So while I'm here, buy the cool stuff, buy the big stuff that I can't get at other times of the year, because this stuff I can restock and get stuff all year round. But who knows when I'm actually going to be in the store again to get some of these exclusives. And I think 3 of them that I got were exclusive. So we got this one, we got Rivendell, which I'm totally pumped about. Was not expecting to ever get Rivendell, to be honest with you. Huge Lord of the Rings fan, but I don't know, I didn't have any of the other ones, so I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get it. We got the Red London Telephone Box, the Lego Ideas series, which I'm really pumped about because that looks really cool. But yeah, Rivendell. Look at all the detail in that. 6167 for pieces. 6,167 pieces. It's awesome. I can't wait to build that one. One of the things I picked up, which was actually on sale, it was normally, was it $50? And I got it on sale for $30. Nothing's wrong with it that I can see. I just think the game was on sale, which is awesome. The game is called Mariposas. It is, I want to say that's Spanish. That's not Spanish for migration, is it? Migration or butterflies. I know it's one of the two. You guys can look it up on Google, and I think it's one of those. So it has to deal with basically the whole migration life of a monarch butterfly. The time, look at the time on that. 45 to 75 minutes. 2 to 5 players, 14 and up. But I think it's really well done. It's really cool. I love the art on it. Go through the seasons. So I can't wait to dig into this one and play it. Stopped at a Japanese market store, picked up some Pocky and some Kit Kats. Didn't realize it until after I picked up both of them that they're both strawberry. Which, I mean, I can't argue with that. I like strawberry flavored stuff. Just works for me. Also picked up a Dragon Quest USB light, which I want to crack this open and see if it works. So let's go through our stuff and then we'll crack the slime open, because I want to say you can get it in both colors. Orange and blue, and I'm probably going to have mine set to blue. But we're going to... Oh, yep, can't read any of that. So, ooh, Square Enix. But yeah, we're going to try it out and see if we can get both colors in a little bit. The last 2 things I picked up, once it focuses, there we go, are Tenjin from Demon Slayer. One of the more cool characters. This is before he... I won't spoil it for some people who haven't seen Demon Slayer yet, but before stuff happens, before he... stuff happens to him, so it's cool. I like getting the whole figure of him. It's a really cool figure. And the big boy that I picked up, which we're gonna have to wait until I get home to actually take it out of the packaging, is the Harpy's Pet Dragon, which is just awesome. I love this one. I actually found it at Box Lunch. We have a Box Lunch in the mall in Milwaukee, but I don't ever remember seeing this one there. So when I get home, I definitely want to take this one out. This is a favorite of mine from the older days of Yu-Gi-Oh! I just think it's really cool. Alright, so the one I got is unfortunately just orange. It's not blue, which I'm fine with that. I kind of want to get the blue one though. I want to track it down and see if I can find it just to have both of them. I'm more prone to the blue myself. Orange is not bad though. So, got it hooked up to my computer. Here's a controller for it. There you go. You can control the brightness. That's the lowest setting. Or just turn it off. There we go. I actually kind of like this. I definitely want to get the blue one and have both of them lined up there on top of the gaming area. I think I'm going to hook them both up to one, see if I can get them wired to one thing, so I can just click them and they both come on. I think that'd be cool. So the Mall of America is a workout plan. I was dead by the end of it. I was just gone. My legs did not want to walk anymore. But the trip was awesome. The first store we went into was the Lego store. It was awesome. There were so many cool Lego sets there. And it's so much bigger than the one here in Milwaukee. And it's nice to have that open atmosphere with the Lego store because they're going to have a little bit more to show. And that's cool. They're going to have some pre-built mocks set up, which is something you don't really find in the smaller stores like the one here in Milwaukee. But the store itself was awesome. They even let me they held on to my stuff until the end of the day, because where we actually came into the mall was right by the Lego store. So they let me pick out the stuff. They would hold it until the end of the day, and then on my way back, when we were walking back over towards the hotel, I could pay for it right there, and it was a short walk. I didn't have to get it and hold on to it the whole day. So that was cool. I was blown away at the sheer magnitude of the size of some of these buildings or coffee shops or just stores in general. The fact that you have like 4 Caribou Coffees, 2 Victoria's Secrets, like 3 Claire's, 4 Sunglass Huts. Like, I thought they had multiple addresses because they were that big. No, there's multiple stores inside this mall of the same thing. They literally have one Claire built right on top of the other. First floor, second floor. There's a Claire right on top of each other. I don't know why, but that's just that. The Columbia outfit store was huge. That was like 3 Walgreens put together. That was a colossal store for inside of a mall. The themed areas for the food were amazing. I loved how the whole 3rd floor, which is ironic. I love the 3rd floor, which is very ironic because that's also where my fear of heights kicked in at the hotel, which, unfortunate. We did pass by the center of it where they had a lot of the attractions, like the main attractions, the roller coasters, the indoor park stuff. And then you got to see like the actual like size of the place when you see that it's 4 stories tall, which if you count like the 1 or 2 stories for the aquarium, that's like what, an extra 5th or 6th floor, which is amazing. And by the way, that aquarium, in my opinion, I've been to Epcot a number of times, easily over a dozen at this point, and I can honestly say the aquarium here in the Mall of America is better than the aquarium in Disney World at the end of Sea with Nemo and Friends. Disney could make that bigger and grander, and it would be a much better attraction, especially compared to, like, say, the Mall of America. But overall, this place was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. There was so much to see. We were 4 hours into it and not even finished with the first floor. And we didn't even go to everything on the first floor because the first floor is nothing but clothes and apparel and stuff like that. Second floor was more of just the general stores. Second floor was shopping, was eating, and then the 4th floor was kind of like a mix. It had some sporadic stuff up there. But overall, it was a fun experience, and I definitely have to go back because I forgot to get my passport from the Lego store that I wanted to pick up. So I'm hoping I can pick that up here in Milwaukee and then take another trip over to Minneapolis to visit the Mall of America again and then get the stamps for that one in my Lego passport. So I'm definitely going to be going back. Probably not anytime soon. I got to pay off this trip first. And just like that, a 3-day trip that I've been planning for like 2 months, just over and done with. Back home, working on other projects here at the house, Lego room, trying to get the stuff all organized. Got a ton of it to do, and I just added to it with this trip, so it's probably not the best idea. But this video has gone long enough. I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. So I will see you guys probably, for anyone who wants to, I will be streaming my Lego build. So in the description box below, I've always put my Twitch address. If you guys want to follow that link over to my Twitch channel, follow me over there, and activate notifications so you know when I go live. And starting this week already, probably when this video goes up, I will actually start streaming live building my Lego sets. Right now we're starting with smaller stuff, and I'm just working my way down. So I will see you guys hopefully then or in the next video. Until then, take care and peace out.